Hey guys, today I'm gonna do something a little bit different. I'm going to give you guys a look at my kayak and the way I have it set up. So first and foremost, this is my third kayak I've ever owned. Before this, I had a ocean kayak scrambler, or no, ocean kayak frenzy. That's what it was. It's been so long ago. And then before this one, I had a Pelican Intrepid 100 XP sit in. So this is my second sit on top that I've had. And this is a native Redfish 12. I'm pretty sure they don't make this anymore, but I got it for a good deal off Facebook Marketplace. And I've been pretty happy with it. It's a 12 foot with about a 350-pound weight capacity. So, yeah, I'll show you guys how I have it set up. So, up here on the front, I put a name on it. It says El Viajero, which is the traveler in Spanish. My Pelican before this, I called El Explorador. I just like to have a Spanish name because I'm part Mexican, so I think it kind of adds to the effect. I added these bungees over the front hatch. Normally I don't really put a lot in there unless I'm doing a kind of like a day-long river trip, in which case I'll usually throw my stool in there, maybe some things to cook with, and just some extra supplies that I want to keep dry. When I got this kayak, it did not have the foot braces in it. Well, it did, but they were missing the part for your feet to go on. So I ordered these. These are Atwood universal ones. They weren't exactly a direct fit. I had to do a little bit of modification to the holes, but now they're on there and they've been working pretty well. I got my sponge here to keep water out because, the sit on tops, they're notorious for getting some water in here when you keep the plugs, and it's just nice to have a sponge. And over here, I put a piece of industrial strength Velcro and attached my waterproof phone case. So that way, I have my phone in front of me while I'm going down the river or out on the lake in case I need to snap a quick picture or anything like that. And so far, it's come in handy. And if I need to use the tripod, I'll usually stick it up here and kind of just sort of wedge it up against the hatch. And so far, it's been working pretty good. This is the seat that was on it when I bought it. It's not the greatest seat in the world, and I'm probably going to upgrade it here soon. But so far, it's worked pretty good. This rod holder was put on by the previous owner. I don't like the angle of it, but I don't want to mess with it because I don't want to have some holes in the kayak. So right now I usually just use it. I'll usually stick the tripod in here if I'm not using it, or sometimes I'll put my net in there, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Behind the seat, I've got a little storage hatch here, which I don't really use a lot. Sometimes I'll throw like lures in there after I get done with them, but other than that, it kind of just stays unused. Then we get back here to my crate. I've got two rod holders off at an angle so my poles aren't sticking straight up. Now usually the last trip I did, I took one pole and just stuck my net in the other one, but it's nice to still have two, because sometimes you want to take two poles. And attached to the crate, I have a little, just a little cheapo knife, a little Ozark Trail. Sometimes you need a knife, so I like to have one readily available. And the crate's secured on both sides with just some paracord and little carabiners. I need to tighten that up a little bit. Over here on the front, I have essentially a fanny pack strapped on to the front of the crate. And off to the side, I have my pliers, which are tethered on with a nice piece of paracord. And off on the other side, I have my Ozark Trail braid scissors. They were cheap, but they work pretty good. And also have my fish grips back here, because some fish you don't want to grab the wrong way. And in this side pocket, I have a little first aid kit and a whistle. And here in this front pocket, I've got a length of paracord. Normally I put a headlamp in there. And that's got a little cheapo knife in case I need it for anything. In this main section here, I'll usually keep some soft plastics, or like some random hooks and stuff I might need. And off in this pocket, I have a little waterproof battery pack that also has a little flashlight built in, just in case I need some more power from my phone or anything while I'm out on the water. I've got this bungee net over the top of my crate. Helps keep my stuff in there in case I happen to flip out one day. Back here, I keep my waterproof case. This is usually where I put my keys and my wallet. Right now, I've just got a little tackle box in there. I got the net and a piece of PVC. This is a, let's see if I can get it open here. This is a Frabil folding net. So sometimes it's nice to have a net. I used to not really use one, and I've lost a couple fish, and I realized a net kind of comes in handy. And this piece of PVC also doubles as my nightlight holder, which, let me put it in Kayak here. I built myself. It's just another piece of PVC. And this is a light they sell at Walmart. It's a little Ozark Trail like camping light, but it's got 3 different modes on it. And I use it if I'm going to be out at night. So I don't really use it a lot, but it's nice to have. And on the back here, this is a little Coca-Cola tray. I don't exactly know where it came from, but I have it zip tied on, and I use this to hold my cooler. Now this is just a little Igloo Profile 16 cord, I think. It's not exactly the best cooler, but I don't need crazy ice retention when I'm just out kayaking for a couple hours, so it's worked pretty good for me so far. I don't really have any complaints with it. I just got a couple funny stickers on it. And as far as my paddle, this is a Magellan Fusion. It's a fiberglass shaft. it's been alright so far. I was using a Magellan Torrent paddle, but I wanted something different than aluminum, so I got this one. And as far as a kayak cart, I just have one of the cheap ones from Walmart, the Ozark Trail one. It's worked okay. I don't use it all the time because usually I'm with other people, but if I go out to the lake by myself, it's nice to have. And then along the bottom, I have Gorilla Tape to make a nice keel guard. Add a little extra thick on the back, and it's a little bit extra thick on the front. Has some leaves stuck to it, but yeah, that's kayak setup for this year. Probably gonna keep it around for a while. I like it pretty good. It's pretty stable and it tracks pretty well. I think it's about 70 pounds unloaded, so it is a little bit heavier than my old kayak, but yeah, figured I'd just show you guys the kayak setup so y'all know what I'm out in the water in. So yeah, you guys take it easy.